As our nation turns towards mail-in ballots in this upcoming election, it's really important to understand the process and the system in which we're all taking a part in. One of the messed up things about this system is that black absentee ballots are being discarded at twice the rate of white absentee ballots. Now, why is that? We're not sure. But if we look at systemic racism, we see that racism is pretty much at the heart of what's going on. Let's take a look at North Carolina. 2% of white ballots are discarded. 7% of black ballots are discarded. That's nearly 3.5 times the amount. That's twice as much as the national average. The reasons for discarding ballots include multiple reasons. One could be the signature doesn't look the same or totally doesn't match, which is a whole issue because signatures change over time. Signatures change due to health reasons, due to age, due to arthritis, due to many, many reasons. Another reason for discarding a ballot would be that the security envelope is missing. Or that in places like North Carolina, in places like the South, where there's deep-seated racism, people with names like Javante Jackson or Tamika Jones, they might be extra scrupulous on those ballots, meaning if somebody kind of has a problem with black people voting, you come across Tamika or Javante's ballots, they might not count. And that's a problem. So lawsuits have sparked all over the nation, trying to get states to give people a second chance to cast ballots if their ballot is thrown out. But the problem we have here is that there are racist Republican legislatures which are going to ignore these requests. And so the reason I'm making this video is the Trump campaign targeted 2016 black voters, trying to get them to turn against Hillary Clinton, and they're doing the same thing with Joe Biden. So it's important that black voters in this country ignore those attempts. And black, Hispanic, Asian, white, it's important that we all come together and that we vote in droves, that we turn out so that if twice as many black ballots get tossed, 3.5 times the ballots get tossed in North Carolina, that it doesn't matter. Or that it shows how deep this racism goes and we make changes over the next coming years. But the more people who vote, the better this system is going to be in the future, because it's going to put pressure on the state legislatures, on the federal government, to make the changes to protect our ballots. Black ballots, they're not being protected. They don't have the same protections. And it is important that we put the pressure on these states and on the federal government to protect everyone's ballot, because everybody's voice needs to be heard. To get more information on registering to vote and getting out your vote, I'll link a website down in the description for you to check out, and share with your friends, share with your family. Try to get somebody else to vote. You vote, get somebody else to vote. Just one. Let's set our sights at a realistic goal here, and let's just get somebody else to vote. Because it's gonna take a chain of people to break this system and to protect everyone's voice. And that's really what this election is about. It's protecting our voice, because Donald Trump doesn't represent us. Republicans don't represent us. We are diverse. We are strong. We overcome these challenges. That's who we are as Americans. And that's what we're going to do. That is the future of our country.